This video is very spontaneous. Life update. It's been a long time since I feel I have gone in depth with you guys, and I'm bringing it back. 'Tis the season, there's lots of rain here, and with the rain and the slowing down of life and the time to pause and really think about the world and yourself and your thoughts and your growth and your evolution is abundant during this season where I live. So I'm reporting live from Costa Rica, and I have so much to tell you guys. This has been one of the most beautiful, abundant, exciting, thrilling, soul-fulfilling years that I have ever had in my 26 years of life. And simultaneously, it's been the most challenging. At first, that was confusing to me. But as I dove into that and started reading about the laws of the universe, I realized that that makes perfect sense. Don't lose me here. It makes perfect sense because life is a pendulum. And I felt so deeply that my ability to hold more on both ends of the pendulum, love, abundance, self-awareness, has coexisted with my ability to hold more grief and pain and sadness. And all of those are beautiful things. So this has been a huge year of growth for me. About 8 months ago, I got super dizzy when I was walking on the street. Dizzy, I felt off. I knew something was wrong with me. Fast forward to 2 weeks later than that, I had fullness in my ears. So I drove 3 hours away from the town I live to see an ENT, which is an ear, nose, and throat specialist doctor, because I knew what was causing these symptoms was coming from my ear. And on my own, but also from a doctor, was diagnosed with vestibular neuritis. It is a horrible dis-ease that affects everything. It affects everything. Your energy levels, your balance when you walk. It was causing me headaches, extreme fatigue like nothing I've ever felt before, brain fog. There were days and days and weeks, months on end that I was kind of couch-ridden. I am still in this, navigating this dis-ease. It is caused by a virus from within you that attacks a tiny little nerve in your inner ear called the vestibular nerve. But enough about that, and more about just the growth and the lessons that it has taught me, because, man, I would not wish this upon anyone. It's one of those things that has been so mentally and physically challenging. But it has pushed me, allowed me, and given me the space to go really deep spiritually and emotionally within myself. I am 85% better. Yay, that's the good news. I have been feeling more and more like myself as the months go on, and I take good care of myself. However, I'm still not fully on the other side yet. And I feel really blessed and really grateful to have been able to take time to really rest and step away from my yoga practice and step away from the gym and really any strenuous activity or anything that involves my heart below my head. So inversions, downward facing dog, anything, you name it. I had to put a pause on, and for a while that was my identity. I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a yoga practitioner, I make a lot of content about yoga, I share my yoga practice, no? And so that was already an identity crisis. I felt so sad. Not only was I in physical pain, but not being able to lead a normal life for 6 months on end, and I'm still having days where I really can't show up, and I'm still not doing inversions or going to the gym as much. I'm moving my body in other gentle ways, like in yoga and gentle stretches and very soft inversions on days I feel like my body can handle it. It's all about tuning in, you know. I'm really the only one who knows how I feel. But I'm going to wrap this part up because my phone's on 10%, I believe. And I want to get to the juicy stuff. Other than that, woof, you guys, anyone going through like a health situation that changes their entire life, I feel for you and I'm here for you. Send me a message if you need someone to talk to, because I know how mentally challenging it can be. Wow. Other than that, life has been incredible. I have been devoted to Surf and Shanti, my women's surf and yoga retreat business. I showed up for every retreat as my authentic self. I went as I was, as I tell everyone else to come as you are. So I really practiced what I preached, and I said, girls, I have this ear thing going on. If I need to rest, I'm going to take my rest. The schedule's here. We're going to play. And we played. And we danced. And we sang. And we surfed. And these retreats have been the most fulfilling and nourishing and soul invigorating experience of my entire life. Wow. This was just a vision a few years ago, and it's manifested into the most beautiful reality. And I did co-create this with God. I co-created this with a higher power. I felt like there was someone, something, some greater force working through me that told me what I needed to do and how I needed to get there. And I took the actionable steps, as anyone would who has this feeling. Wow. It's 3 p.m. I truly didn't expect the sun to be this strong, but there are no complaints. I'm absolutely loving it. In 1 week, I move into a new house. I am so excited, to say the least. I manifested this space. Seriously, it's a vision board space for me, and I feel so blessed. I have an abundance of space to do and teach yoga. I have an extra bedroom for my visitors and my families, members who come to visit me, my friends. I have space to create my clothing brand Aura by Leah that's launching very soon. And also I have space to film. I'm so looking forward to moving. I'll take you guys along the journey. It's so fun and activates a part of my creative brain when I get to be thrifty and decorate a space and create little trinkets that I can put around the house. I love stuff like that. Truly, I love it. I have been crafty and thrifty since I was a child, actually. It started in elementary school very clearly, I remember. But what I really wanted to talk about today, and the only thought in my head going into filming this video, was that if you have a calling in your heart, it's so important to take a risk and follow that calling. It is so vital to your being, to your soul, to your mind, to your flesh suit that you follow this calling. I feel like we are here in this human experience, in this human body, to be able to take these visions from this other realm and pull them down to earth and embody it and execute on it. I had this vision and this execution to make my dream of Surf and Shanti come true, and despite going through this very niche dis-ease that I was feeling for the last 8 months, that I'm still, as I mentioned, working through and healing from, I still felt so obligated in a gentle way to show up for this calling of creating this space for women. And the change that I see the women make in themselves at these retreats and in this space is seriously the most incredible thing ever. And the feedback that the girls tell me, it makes me emotional. Like, it really does. I am so honored to have had the pleasure to do that this year and to continue to grow this business, because baby, I'm just getting started, and that's for sure. circling back to being able to hold more, if you are in a period of your life where you feel like you are struggling, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the above, spiritually, just know that your capacity to hold more peace and bliss and happiness and abundance has also now expanded. And when that begins to flow in, or you awaken it within you because it is within you, you are going to understand why you have been in pain, my love. I promise you. I promise you. So please, if you are going through something that feels heavy at the moment, just know there is an equal and opposing side of greatness and beauty that awaits you. And you got this, and you can do it. You know, we can be frustrated and angry and mad, and those are normal feelings. Acknowledge them, work through them, let them pass as we do. However, know that that anger, if prolonged too much, is only going to make things harder. And at first that was so difficult for me throughout this journey that I've been on this year, was alchemizing pain. But when you really zoom out and you come back to gratitude, and I would say I have my limbs, I can talk, I can hear, I can see, I'm in love, my business is thriving, I bought my dream car, you know, like the little things to be grateful for and the big things to be grateful for. It helps. It does. Because I'm living proof that the gratitude helps. Not just emotionally, but physically. It's all connected. It's all connected. Another thing that has been very present in my life lately, in my mind, and has been shown in my physical reality, is that continuously making the wrong decision is so much better than making no decision at all. And you may be thinking, Leah, that makes no sense. Listen to me. If you make a decision and you end up being like, I don't want this anymore, after the decision was made and you got the thing or you did the thing, life experience, baby. If the goal is experience, it was not really a wrong decision. You learned and you grew from it. But you took steps forward. And now imagine your indecision is like a pool of quicksand. And you're waiting to make this decision and waiting and waiting. And as you're waiting, you're sinking in this quicksand. You're not moving. But the person who just made a decision went one step. And then they made another decision, and then they went another step forward. And then maybe it was the wrong decision for them, or they didn't take a lesson from it yet, or they don't want it anymore and they took a step back, but they're moving. And movement is energy in motion. So if you feel like you're stuck on a decision, just make one, because whatever decision you choose is going to be the right decision. Let me say that again. Whatever decision you choose is the right decision for you, because maybe the lesson you needed to learn on the other side of that decision is exactly what you needed. And I have learned that so much this year. It was scary launching my retreat business. I didn't know if anyone was going to sign up. But I took that leap, I took that step, I made that decision that I was going to do that, and then guess what? I've sold out 5, 6 of them. And in the future, are there going to be hurdles that I have to jump over in this business and think about and ponder and sit with? Most definitely. And you know what? I hope there are, because guess what that means? It means I'm growing. Yeah, it means I'm growing. And if you feel like there are hurdles that you have to jump over right now, that means you're growing too, because you didn't stay the same. There has been change going on. And with that change comes growth and new perspective. I trust there are a few things from this video that you were able to resonate with. And just know, whatever you're moving through right now, whether good, bad, happy, sad, you got this.